Good morning, students. Welcome to today's lecture. The last class we discussed about the basics of linear equations. We discussed there about polynomials, the basis of polynomials. There were two bases. First basis was number of terms, in which we studied about monomial, binomial, trinomial, and so on. Then we studied the second basis. That is what? That is the power of the maximum power of variable or the degree of polynomial. According to that, we have this linear equations, then quadratic, then cubic, and so on. In linear, I told you about two types or three types. I told you the first we have studied in class 8, linear equation in one variable. This time we study linear equation in two variable. Let's see now. Okay, exercise 4.2. Before that, this was your homework, I guess. Before that, I gave you some examples of finding solutions of a given equation. Huh? In that, what we do is we make a machine. We make a machine in which you put the input and you get the output. That is the best thing to do. So in this case also we will do make a machine. I am taking an example for you from exercise 4.2, question number 2, second part. Question is pi x plus y is equal to 9. We can take pi as 22 by 7, we all know. So it is 22 by 7x plus y is equal to 9. So what we can do is, what is easy for you to isolate right now? It is y. So let's isolate the y on left side and take other things to the right side like this. So this is the machine. This is the machine we have. Just put the input. Now what is the input in this machine? Very simple. This x is the input. And what is the output? Obviously y. Got it? So this is input, this is output in this question. It may change as per the convenience of the doer or the student. Okay, so let's start. First, my favorite, first input I've taken as 0, x equal to 0. So as soon as I put x equal to 0, what happens? This complete term becomes 0. What is left? Y equal to 9 only. So x equal to 0, I assumed I got y equal to 9. So input 0, output 9. Simply. Now for the second value, what value you think you take? If you take x equal to 1, what will happen? You will have a fraction like this, 9 minus 22 by 7. It is not wrong at all. It is not wrong at all. The issue is, to solve this, you need to use your time. And why to waste time when we have other values to find? So we should think of the values which makes the question calculation easy. So x should be a number which is factor of 7. What do you say? Why a factor of 7? Because if x is factor of 7, we can get rid of this fraction term, isn't it? Yes. So let's take x equal to 7 for the namesake starting. So when x equal to 7, what will happen? 7 upon 7 will cancel each other. But we are left with 9 minus 22. I don't think it is tough for you. Simply you subtract like this and you get the output minus 13. Very simple. Now third value of x. Again I should think of a value which is factor of 7 only. So let's take this time 14. So 14 we have taken. So this time 7 twos are, here I have solved for you. You can see what will happen. 7 twos are. So 2 22s are 44. 44 minus 9 is, this is negative. Oh, some mistake I have done. This is 9 minus 44. So answer should be minus 35. So this is minus 35. Please correct it in your notebooks. Okay, this is minus 35. Okay, and the last value I've taken is minus 7. Why? Because it was going a lot bigger. So I thought, why not go to the negative side also? So I went for minus 7. It is also a factor of 7 only. So when I put minus 7 like this, what will happen? 7 minus 1 is a, and these two negative become positive. We will get 9 plus 22 and the answer will be 31. Now in this case, it wasn't to be plotted on graph. We only had to find 4 solutions. So no issue in these values. If it was to be plotted on graph. In that case, we had to be a little bit in control that the value should come in the range of 10 only, because it is tough for us to make such a big graph. Okay, or you will have to increase the scale for this graph if you want. Okay, so let's see the next question now. Check which of the following are solution of equation x minus 2y equal to 4. An equation is given to you and they are asking some points they have given to you. What are the points? Simply x comma y. In chapter number 3 we have studied about it. We have studied coordinate geometry, that any point on coordinate axis can be represented by x comma y, where the first is x coordinate, second is y coordinate. So we have to check which amongst the given parts in this question are solution of this equation. You need to understand one thing. If a point is solution of that line, it means that point lies on the line. If I say there is a point and there is a line, if this point is not lying on the line, it is not a solution of the line. Simple. Because this point is having no contribution in the line. But if a point is lying on the line, then it will satisfy the line also, because it is a part of line only. Okay. So just see, to check what will we do. We will take the left hand side of this equation and we put these values. First value will be taken as x, second will be taken as y, and while putting and solving, if we get the RHS, we can say these points satisfy the line and hence they are solution of these lines. Got it? So let's see what I've written. If this point is a solution of equation x minus 2y equal to 4, it must satisfy the equation. Now let's replace x and y in left hand side. So while replacing, what will happen? X will be replaced with root 2 and y will be replaced with 4 root 2. While replacing, I have always told you whatever new comes in this world will always come in a packaging. So bracket under root 2 minus sign as it is, 2 as it is. At the place of y, what I have put? 4 root 2. If you, what you say, observe carefully, it is 4 into root 2. Don't read it like this. It is not this. Okay. It is 4 into root 2 like this. So what will happen? 2 and 4 can be multiplied. It becomes 8 root 2 and root 2. Are these two like terms? What do you think? Are these two like terms? Yes, they are like terms. You can solve them directly also. The answer will be simply minus 7 root 2. But just to show you the exact solution, I have taken them common. What? Root 2 and root 2 are same. I have taken it common. What is left at the first place? 1. What is left then? Minus. And what is left finally? 8. So answer is minus 7 root 2. Is it equal to RHS? That is 4. No. As it is not equal to RHS, we can say this point root 2 comma 4 root 2 is not a solution of given equation. Got it? Let me erase this. Okay. Now comes the final part. Till now we have learned how to find 4 solution, 5 solution, 6 solution easily. Now we will utilize that knowledge only to find solution of a line as well as represent it on the number line. So we are doing one more step over here. After finding the solution, we will draw line also. In these questions, they will not tell you to find 4 solution, 5 solution. They will just say one thing, draw a graph of this equation. But I have told you, minimum we require 2 points only. But there is no surety that the 2 points that you have found are correct. So to verify yourself, it is a best practice to find the third point also, that I have done in this case. Okay, let's start the question. Again, I will make a machine. In the machine, I can take anyone as what you say output, anyone as input. So let's take y to the right side this time, and I have made this equation. So now in my machine, what is input? y is input. What is output? X is output. Let's play with input and get the outputs. Start. So first value I am finding, let y equal to 0, my favorite one. So y is 0, the first input in the machine. When y equal to 0 is put in the machine, we get 7 minus 0, that is x equal to 7. First value. Second, I am taking y equal to 1. Second input, 7 minus 1 is 6. So we have got the output as 6. Third value I am taking y equal to 7. Now you will think, sir, why you are jumping so much? Because I can see from my eyes 7 minus 7 equal to 0, and 0 is better than any number. Okay, so 7 minus 7, we get output as 0. So now we have got 3 points. I have named this point as A point, B point and C point. The coordinates are 7, 0. This coordinate first point, second coordinate is 6, 1 and third coordinate is 0, 7. Just locate them. What is the big deal? And make a line. Question is done. Now, the most important part, I have done it using pen and I have made a rough diagram for you. You will not do like this. Just use a pencil and scale. Use proper scale. Use proper scale to draw these divisions because this is your learning stage. If you learn how to draw equal spaced divisions, you will learn everything forward. Okay, so this time don't take it casually, draw it properly. So what you have to do is first this y dash, x dash, then draw these points. Now you will ask, sir, why you made this so small, these two portions? The thing is, I am seeing my points, and just by seeing my points I have an idea that which portion will be used more. Obviously first quadrant will be used more, so why to make unnecessary lines everywhere? But I have to show, that is why I have shown this little part of x dash and little part of y dash as a formality. If I don't draw them, it will be wrong. You have to draw them, but the thing is, if they are not required at all in the question, the best part is draw them small, because these arrows are an indication that whenever you want they will increase for you. Okay, so don't worry for that. Now I have drawn the first point, that is this a7 comma 0. I have told you as 7 is x, so x equal to 7 is here, y equal to 0 is here, so this is the first point. Second point is 6 comma 1, so x is 6 and y is 1. Where are they meeting? At this point. This is point B. Third point is x0 y7, this is the point. So when you join these three, you will get a straight line for sure in your copies. Okay, try this and also mention the scale. Don't forget to mention the scale. Okay, example, given a point 1 comma 2, find the equation of line which passes through this point. I have told you, if you have one point in plane, if you have one point in plane, how many lines can pass through it? Please tell. Try to understand. If you have one point, how many lines can pass through it? Infinite line. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just drawing a rough diagram. So whenever you draw a point, you can pass infinite number of lines through this. So there can be infinite number of equations also. What is the big deal? The thing is how to make those equations. How to think in which direction should I think to form an equation. Just think. Now, whatever I make a equation, this point should satisfy that equation. This should be in my mind. Okay, so first equation I have made x plus y equal to 3. Now you will say, sir, how can you say it is correct? Let's check. If I put x equal to 1, that is this value, and if I put y equal to 2, what will I get? 3 only. So this is the most basic equation that you could have formed. Second equation I have that came to my mind is 2x minus y equal to 0. Very easy. Again check. 2 into 1 is 2. Minus 2 is 0. What I am doing is I am playing with this number and forming the equation like this again. Suppose I take 1 first value, then I do 2 into 2. What will I get? 1 plus 4, 5. This will help me in the equation. How? This is my x. This is 2 only. and this is what, this is y. This is the third equation. You can see like this I formed the third equation. Similarly, if I want to play with the numbers in a different way, if I say 1 minus 2 into 2, what will we get? 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Again form the equation. This one is x, then minus sign is there, then 2 is there, and this 2 is how much? Y. And you can see we have formed the fourth equation. Similarly, you can form infinite number of equations for this question. Okay, so it's very easy, don't worry about this. You can form equation for any point now. Just simply play with the number and give the numbers variable value x or y, whatever it is. Okay, just see now. Okay, the last example, I guess, 3 equal to 2x plus y. This I have taken just for a formality to show you one more part from the exercise, but I guess you have got the concept. In this case, again, what will we do first? We will form a machine. To form a machine, we have to have a alone person on one side. What do you think? Which is better to be alone? You can think of x, you can think of y. But if you take x as alone, what will happen? This 2 will come in denominator. We should avoid fractions as much as possible, because dealing with fractions, decimals, negatives, whatever practice we do, still we don't like these type of numbers. We want things which are straightforward. So let's make y alone. Let's make y alone. So it becomes 3 minus 2x. I have got my machine. In this machine, what is input? Obviously, x is the input. What is output? Y is output. So let's start with the machine. Put the first value in input, that is x equal to 0. As soon as I put x equal to 0, what will happen? 3 minus 0 equal to 3 only. So y equal to 3. Similarly, when I put x equal to 1, I get 3 minus 2 as 1. So y equal to 1, x equal to 1. Similarly, last value I have found like this. Then I have drawn this graph. You can observe it very simply. Just make sure you use pencil, scale, mark equal spacing of 1 centimeter each. Don't draw a rough diagram. Okay, if you draw a rough diagram, it will be wrong for you. This is your learning stage. I'm not pressuring you to have a graph paper, but if you don't have graph paper, use scale and pencil carefully. Okay, it is very easy. You will get the answer like this. After the line is formed, you can write the equation above the line like this, and it is done. Okay, thank you, have a nice day, keep revising and understanding.